Another year goes by and Pritchard doesn't make it onto the YouTube Rewind video, but probably a good thing this year because it's bloody rubbish. Hello everybody, welcome to the Chris Pritchard Cycling News Show. It's Friday! Alright, breaking news, right? I don't know how I managed to get green face paint on the roof. I presume it's from Halloween. Right, breaking news here in the Chris Pritchard Cycling News studio. I've been drinking Grand Tour coffee, Rouleur, strength of 4, but now I've just opened a brand new packet of Podium, which is a strength of 3, and oh golly me, it's as wonderful as can be. This single bean roast with bold notes of roasted nuts and a slight hint of caramel with a finishing taste of cocoa is the coffee for me. I thought it was Rouleur, but this is beautiful. Listen, I've said it all week, Grand Tour Coffee Company is our content sponsor for this week, and this stuff is legit. If you're into coffee and you're into cycling, let's bring those two worlds together and unite by drinking Grand Tour coffee. Links down in the description. Tell them Pritch sent you. Oh, by the way, whoever emailed them at the start of the week as well and said, I'm here from Pritchard's YouTube channel, thank you so much. All right, and first up, caption competition from Wednesday. I showed you this picture, and these are the top 3 captions. I'm still undecided as to which one's going to win this. This one's from Mario. I bet he's out talking to other girls. Me and the boys. Lads. Now this one took some thinking from Tony here. It's not Christmas until you see Hans Grohe flirt in the Nakatomi shower. Now that, it didn't necessarily make me laugh, but the ingenuity that went into that one. Now if you don't get that one, who even are you? Do you know what? I did mention in the comments that I thought Will's was one of the best, but I think I'm going to give it to this one here. Dennis says, me and the boys after No Nut November. Come on, lads. Dennis, drop us a message on Instagram and I'll get them Crank It Up socks posted out to you. Appreciate all the other comments. Some were funny, some not so much. All right, first up in the news, and if you've not seen it already, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but Cameron Jeffers dropped an absolute bomb of a video yesterday. It's a good one. If you've not watched it already, links down in the description. Go and watch it. Don't tell him Pritch sent you. Just leave a comment saying Pritch was amazing in this. He's the legend. Or something like that. But the premise of the video, if you don't know already, is Cameron challenged me to travel all the way from Lancaster to Darlington, which meant I had to get on a train, travel back down from where I'd originally come from, head east across the UK, and then head back up north where Cam took a more direct route from Lancaster to Darlington. I ain't going to spoil it for you. Go and watch it. You've probably already watched it. Did you enjoy it? Next up, in a story about 2 different cyclists, 2 different disciplines, heading 2 different directions in the cycling world. First up, Alex Peters is making his return to cycling. So back in 2016, Alex Peters left Team Sky after struggling with depression and anxiety. But now he's making his comeback and he's going to be joining British Continental Team Canyon DHB, powered by Saurine. I didn't even know that. Powered by Saurine. And I tell you what, it's a strong fuel. The sports director, Tim Elverson, confirmed the full roster for the Canyon DHB, powered by Saurine, which also sees under-23 British road race champion Rob Scott also joining the team from Wiggins-Le-Col. Over on Wiggles' blog page, links down in the description, there is a really good interview, really good write-up all about Alex making his comeback, the problems he went through when he was at Team Sky, then Seg Racing. And it's great to see a rider open up and not be shy about talking about it. As we talk about in this day and age, mental health is a massive issue, especially with athletes. The amount of athletes that come out of the sport, have to retire from the sport, or have problems later on in life because of the sport and the mental health issues that they've gone through. But ultimately, I think it's an amazing thing that, 1, that he's come back, and 2, he's in a much better frame of mind, and 3, hopefully he can fulfill his potential, because you don't get signed for Team Sky at 21 if you are not the real deal. So it'd be exciting to see if he can fulfill his potential, hopefully inspire other riders coming up through the ranks to be able to actually talk to them and say, this is what I went through, this is why I went through this, and this is how I got better, and look where I am now. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be a story of inspiration, not just about success on the bike. And the other rider making her way out of cycling is Victoria Williamson. For those of you who don't know, Victoria is a British track sprinter, and she's going to be making the switch from cycling to bobsleigh. Williamson was part of the Girls for Gold talent identification program. She came into the sport in 2011, having switched from athletics over to cycling. Back in 2016, Victoria crashed in an Omnium sprint race at the 6 Days of Rotterdam, and these injuries she suffered could have been life-threatening and certainly life-changing. She suffered a broken neck, a broken back, as well as dislocating her pelvis and slipping discs in her neck. Eventually, through hard work, determination and pure graft, she was able to make a return to racing in 2019. Talking of the switch, Vicky said, "My crash in 2016 changed my life, and although I would say it has inhibited my ability to excel at the top of the sport again, my athletic capability has still allowed me to continue in elite sport. I couldn't have got through it without the support I've received from British Cycling, who funded my rehab and supported my return. I will always be thankful." So over here in the UK, we have zero facilities when it comes to something like bobs. I tell a lie, we have one, I think. I think we have that push sled course down in Bath, which is just like a tarmac track that you push a bobsleigh on wheels down. So it's not really the same as what the Scandinavians and the Europeans and the Russians probably get to practice on. So if you're good at cycling and you're quite strong and powerful, there's a good chance that you're more than capable of being able to push and run with a bobsleigh. It's just whether you can get in that bobsleigh and then do whatever you have to do in a bobsleigh. I don't think they do much in a bobsleigh. I think they steer a bit, potentially do a little bit of braking, but it's literally head down, hope for the best. And if you've got like someone like Victoria Williamson pushing you up to speed, jumps in the back, sits there, waits for a couple of seconds, pops up, wins a gold medal. Easy as that. But anyway, no, seriously, I wish her all the success. She's an amazing athlete, very inspirational to come back from all those injuries that she came back from, and hopefully she'll go on to success in Team GB Winter Olympics 2022 in Beijing, I think. All right, next up, I've got a quick question for you. How well do you know bikes? Well, if you think you're one of these geeks, right, who loves bikes, who knows everything about bikes, who knows how much every single bike weighs, why don't you head over to the Cycling Tips website, link down in the description, and take their silhouette bike test. Over on the Cycling Tips website, they've put a quiz together. Can you guess the bike from the silhouette? Go over there, take the test, come back, leave your comments down below. Let me know how many you get. Can you beat me? I managed to get 10 out of 15. Next up, and shall I do this or shall I not? I don't know. It's coming up for that time of the year when the Festive 500 takes place. 500 kilometers, 8 days over the festive period. Should I do it? I don't know, man. I'm struggling at the minute. I'll be honest. My relationship with food is getting out of hand, and my lack of a relationship with my bike and training is just, I don't know. I feel like I need something. And maybe the Festive 500 is what I need. But if it becomes cold, if it becomes wet, I'm soon going to lose motivation. But I don't know, maybe. Are you doing the Festive 500? Let me know down below in comments. Do you think I should try and attempt it? Is attempting it and getting 100 kilometers down the road better than not attempting it at all? Or am I just setting myself up for failure? I feel like I need to do something. I mean, you can all see I need to bloody do something. All right, then last thing before we go, down in the description is a link to my personal Instagram account. Monday is the inaugural and probably the only Chris Pritchard Cycling News Awards show, where I take a look back at 2019 of all the highs and the lows, and I want to give you the opportunity to vote for the People's Choice Award. I've not decided exactly what category you're voting for yet, but over the weekend I'm going to put a story, you know, one of those like little bars that you get on Instagram where you can move the little emoji across, right? I'm going to have 4 or 3 nominations, and then whoever you want to vote for, just slide it, you know what to do, just slide it across, and then we'll have a People's Choice vote for the Chris Pritchard Cycling News Awards. How do you fancy that? Do you fancy it? Good. Link down in the description. Go and do it. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's show. If you have, like button. If you haven't, dislike button. If you've not done already, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Thank you to all those new subscribers that have subscribed in December. Seem to be having a little bit of a hush when it comes to subscribers. Don't know why, but I'm enjoying it. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Shall we stream over the weekend? Maybe.